With the Eternals coming out today, let's review the 1976 comic book issue number 1, written by Jack Kirby. There have been newer issues written. I've read some of them. I just prefer the 1976 version because they pack so much information in just those 17 pages. Although the illustration is really good in the newer versions or the newer issues, I just prefer the older comics. And yeah, they pack a lot of information in just those few pages. You know so much about the humans, the deviants, and the Eternals, not so much about the gods. It leaves you with a great cliffhanger so that you can read later issues. Um, but again, I prefer the 1976 version. It starts off, or I'll read about this issue. Deep in the God Chamber, archaeologist Daniel Damian, and his daughter Margot learn from their assistant Icarus, who we learn later, if you put up the words together, is Icarus, who is an Eternal, that he must activate the cosmic beacon deep in the God Chamber. The Deviant's Crow and his brother Toad, or Toad A, if you don't want to leave the E silent, have another plan for Icarus in mind. So the issue again is only 17 pages. They start off on an expedition and going into the God Chamber, which Icarus is leading them, and he, as you're reading, you're led to believe that he knows a lot more than what he's leading on, and everybody's trying, or everybody, the professor and his daughter is figuring this out, like, how does he know so much information about this chamber and where to go? So as he's leading them through this expedition, the deviants who dwell below the sea level or below the sea surface is they're trying to prevent the Eternals from activating the beacon because they don't want the gods to return. And Icarus is telling the professor and his daughter the history of why the Incas have been protecting the chamber, and the story about the gods, and that the humans, the deviants, and the Eternals have all been genetically modified, seeing that the first arrival by the gods, they captured an ape, genetically altered them, and then we have the deviants, the humans, and then the Eternals. And that the gods will someday make their return. And as they're making their return, he has to activate the beacon to lead them back to Earth. And without giving too much information, even though I gave away a lot of it, I enjoy the story, and it's supposed to lead us to their connection, or the Eternals' connection to the Avengers at some point. That's what I'm hearing. I don't know if that's true or not, but Thanos is supposed to make an appearance. I know this video is going to have some spoilers, but Thanos is supposed to make an appearance. But again, the powers that the Eternals have, they're immune to time and death, which is, a good power to have, or a few good things to be immune to. The deviants are prone to destruction and war, and the humans have the ability to make war or to make peace. So the humans are somewhat caught in between this battle, and oblivious to what's going on. Everyone seems to know what's going on except the humans. So if you have a chance, go ahead and read the comic before you watch the movie. Although I don't know how much the movie is going to, you know how movies are. They don't always follow the comics. They could follow the 1976 version or some of the newer versions, but it will be interesting to see how the movie turns out, because again, by the trailer, it looks like it's going to be pretty good. So I would recommend the 1976 version if you're going to read the comic book version before you check out the movie. So until next episode, until we do another comic book issue, I'll see you guys later.